Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing how to build on Kizuna. This is the updated guide because she recently had a buff to her stats. That's really it, she just had a buff to her stats, but of course I'm going to do how to build anyway, so I've sort of done them all again. She has had a nice stat boost, which is quite nice, a little bit of a pierce rate increase, resistance, crit chance, crit damage, crit resistance, crit defense. But the main thing is the fact because she's actually had a little bit of basic stat boost, which isn't really noticeable because she didn't really gain much. But the sub stats is where it is noticeable. The extra crit resistance and crit defense will be nice in PvE, especially Demon King if you do use Kizuna and Demon King, because she'll get crit less, she'll take less damage, and that's really what you want. And that's what I was kind of glad to see, that Kizuna was actually getting a buff. Bear in mind she is PvE only, she still is getting this buff, which is quite nice. And she also got what I call the shield hero treatment. She's got over 100% crit defense now, which is what all of them now have. None of them, I'm pretty sure none of them had above 100% crit defense. Now all of them have above 100% crit defense, which is quite nice. Bear in mind she's PvE only, so she won't have to deal with like DK melee sort of thing. Her first skill is a standard pierce rate skill, which is an AoE, it's quite nice, decent damage, nice multiplier. She has a basic stat boost like Arthur, so this is for one target, this is for your entire team 20%, and this is your entire team 30%, and debuff immunity for 3 turns, which is quite nice. Her ultimate, we'll go over it here. Increase the allies' damage dealt by X% for 2 turns, and inflicts damage equal to X% attack to all enemies. The reason I say X% because it changes by 7% each ult level. So 1/6 of course will be 7%, and then you add an extra 7% per ult level on top of that, and then of course at 6/6 it also does 600% damage, which it doesn't really matter. You don't really need 6/6 Kizuna, because it doesn't really add too much. Yeah, maybe an extra ult level or two may be a little bit helpful when you're farming on Demon King or a certain PvE activity, but it's definitely not needed. Of course, unless you're a whale, then go for it. And onto her passive, which is what makes her insane. In PvE, increases own skill ranks and removes debuffs from allies if the hero deals damage to the enemy with a skill during the ally's turn. Basically, if she plays her attacking skill and there's another skill in her hand, it will rank up that skill as well as cleansing all debuffs off your team and give you an attack-related stat boost, which we'll get into with the relic. But it also counts, so the only skills that will actually give you the rank up will be her ultimate and her AoE. Her single target, of course, doesn't deal damage, so it won't give you the rank up. And then, of course, her relic increases allies' attack-related stats by 30% for 2 turns if the hero's skill ranks up. So using a rank up skill counts. Using, like, if it naturally merges, that also counts as well. Playing her own skill when it ranks up, that also counts as well. So, she's really good. Of course, but you only get the cleanse when you play a skill and it ranks up. That's the only time you get a cleanse. But apart from that, you can get the attack-related stat boost quite easily, which is quite nice. Onto her gear, she just has standard HP defense. That's probably not been improved since I got her. That's quite a nice piece, though. So it probably was maybe improved a little bit. But outfits-wise, she hasn't. I don't think she had any. No, she had a new one added. She had this new one added, which actually it looks much better in game than it did when they showed it off. But like, you wouldn't really need to get paid outfits for Kizuna unless you really wanted to, or you really liked one of them. Then go for it. And then her relic actually gives her some nice stats as well. But of course, her relic is the main part of her kit, so do make sure you get her relic. She is free. You have no excuse not to be getting her and her relic. Anyway, thank you for watching this how to build, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.